Hey, where's Marco? Is he on the screen? No, he's not on my face. Look, is Marco on the screen? Marco. Hey y'all, this is Adam with the Inkstand channel. Thank you for being here with me as we continue our journey through the dreamscape that is Nightwish, but particularly over this week or so, the wonder that is Marco and the versatility that he brings in celebration of his victory on the Masked Singer Finland. We are going through a whole bunch of Nightwish stuff that features Marco in his versatility and his immense talent. This one, Devil and the Deep Dark Ocean. This thing is a beast. Now, there's a couple of things I want to point out before we even get into the video. First of all, yes, do I miss Juka? Yes, I miss Juka. Juka rocks. He was amazing. The energy and commitment that he brought to his performances was amazing. The way he would get into it was amazing. He was part of that drum kit, and I miss him. But that should take nothing away from the wonder that is Kai. And I want to bring that up because in this song, well, in all songs, he is a beast, but in this song, he is a beast. I mean, this is a song about the deep, dark ocean, and I swear the man has 8 arms. It's insane. His precision, his versatility, his timing. I mean, the man is a beast. He is a machine, and please don't take my appreciation of Juka in any way as a non-appreciation of Kai. I mean, it is truly an embarrassment of riches that one band has had the breadth of vocal talent, obviously, that Nightwish has, but also the breadth of drumming talent. It's drummers are hard to find. Great drummers are hard to find, and this band has had 2 of the greatest that I've seen. And I was a rush head throughout my entire high school career, and no, I'm not that old, but I appreciate talent and good music. And even in that context, the drummers in this band have been so phenomenal and continue to be phenomenal. So please understand my appreciation of Kai runs deeply, as well as my appreciation of Juka. They're just 2 very different styles. I mean, one was sort of an organic part of the kit, and the other is just a machine behind the kit that doesn't miss a millisecond of a beat. They're both fantastic. They're both amazing. And any band is more than lucky to have ever been in the presence of either of these 2 drumming gods. So I just wanted to get that out of the way because this Kai puts on a clinic in this one. But this is a flurry of imagery, and this is story. So the way that the story breaks down, and I'm not getting into metaphor, and I'm not getting into any of that stuff, because this, again, we've talked about what a thing theatrical is, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, please, if you find it in your heart to watch the other videos that I've put out on Nightwish, you'll understand what I mean. But just to recap briefly, something can be theatrical without being theater. And while Nightwish very often feels like theater, and feels like cinematic excellence, this is very much a thing theatrical. And this is going to display what I've talked about before in terms of the chameleon-like vocal talents of Floor and of Marco, and how they inhabit the songs that they perform. And I don't want to say the songs that they sing, although of course they're the songs that they sing, but they are complete performers, and they embody the characters that are in this song. So we start out with a snowy owl above the haunted waters, poet of ancient gods, cries to tell the never ending story, prophecy of becoming floods. That is epic, y'all. That is, we know from the very first lines, we are going to get something that is epic, a story that is epic. The aura of mystery surrounds her, the lady in brightest white. Soon the incarnate shall be born, the creator of the night. So obviously, the the character that Marco is inhabiting in this song, um, and the character that Floor is inhabiting in this song, are going to produce something not very nice. Deep dark is His Majesty's kingdom, a portent of tomorrow's world. There shall be the liquid, give him power, the red eyed, unborn Lord. Okay, usually if something has those red eyes, it's not a great sign in fantasy literature, in fairy tales. If it's got red eyes, it's probably not very nice. Uh, Fatal embrace of the blood red waters, the cradle of infinite gloom, the spell to master its earth, Carvin on an infant's tomb. So the story of this song. Hit the mic again. The story of this song is, we have a visitor. I know you love it, don't you? Yes, you do. Okay. He digs anytime. I got to tell you. Sorry, this is like a non sequitur. This dog, his name is Oberon. He loves Floor Janssen. If she's on, if I'm listening to Nightwish, when Floor's voice comes on, he listens. I mean, he perks up. He's looking around. This dog loves Floor Janssen. Just saying. Who doesn't? But you know, she's even popular amongst the canine community. But I digress. I apologize. So, um, we've got this idea that there is this prophesied child that will be born and bring about something fairly unpleasant. Then we've got in quotes, I will die for the love of the mermaid, her seduction, beauty, and scorn. Welcome to the end of your life. Hail the Oceanborn. So, we could go psychological here, but I don't really know that that's appropriate with regard to this song. So, we know that Tuomas refers to being an ocean soul in Dead Boy's poem and other things. He talks about that in Romanticide also. But we shouldn't mistake the idea of Ocean Soul and Oceanborn, even though they're fairly close. Um, I think it would do a disservice to think that they're referring in any way to the same idea. I think here the Oceanborn is this mythological figure that he's referring to. Of course, then we've got the mermaid saying again in quotes. So these quotes are indicating that this is dialogue in the context of the piece. So disgraced is my virginity, death has woven my wedding dress, a great blue breathe the morning dew, for you are the cradle of the image of God. Really lofty words. And I think when she's talking about the image of God, the vision of the image of God is saying that he's human, and the idea of human beings being created in the image of God. Then he responds, brave now long, rest is sweet, with me here in the deep. And then she says, I prayed for pleasure, wished for love, prayed for your, and then there's a dash in within the quotations. And in dialogue, I certainly don't mean to insult anyone's intelligence, but just as a primer, in dialogue, when we have that dash, usually that indicates that the next person's dialogue is going to cut off um, the thought of what they're saying, and we'll see that played out in the song. And he says, "Never pray for me," and then the mermaid kind of turns on him here, and she says, "Who the hell are you for me, but a mortal dream to see?" And then he says, "This apathetic life must drown forever just for me." In other words, you shouldn't care about anything else except me. And then she says, "Leave me be, leave me be, leave me be." And then he has this great line, "From cradle to coffin shall my wickedness be your passion." And you can almost hear him, well, you'll hear him, in this growl as he says that, but you can almost like, "Mwahahaha," mustache twirling villain. And then there's a shift, and I don't quite know what that is. And we're talking about a shift in the lyrics, not necessarily. Well, yeah, we have the shift in the music too, but I'm not quite sure, except perhaps the mermaid sort of regains the positive with the birth of the Oceanborn, because we've got, "We shall come to set the dolphins free. We shall wash the darkened blood red sea. Our songs will echo over the mountains and seas. The eternity will begin once again in peace." So it's possible that somehow with the birth of the Oceanborn, although it's not explicitly said, um, the the prophecy is not fulfilled in an evil way. It in fact turns into something good. At least that's the way that I interpret it, because musically, um, it's very uplifting and positive as we move on. So there's our lyric breakdown. Let's actually get into the song. The reason I did the lyric breakdown in this way, just so you know, is because this does not have subtitles. I will include the lyrics down in the comment section, as I always do. But it's not going to go along with us. So I wanted to break it down beforehand, which will probably have me pausing a good bit less in the actual song.
Okay, so we'll give you this nice little piece. It's called Devil and the Deep Dark Ocean.
And boots. Yeah, he's going off. Man, that's nice. Hey, damn, listen to that. Kai is a beast. Windmill.
A snowy owl above the haunted waters. Poet telling the ancient gods. Christ to tell the never-ending story. Prophecy of becoming floods.
Okay, now before Floor comes in, and I know I said, we wouldn't have to interrupt as much, but I want to point something out that I keep meaning to point out, and I haven't pointed out. Now, what I want to point out is this. If you note the way, no, it's not going to work. Okay, so if you note the way that Marco is standing, he stands differently when he's serving in the role of instrumentalist. In other words, when he's playing the bass and not singing, versus when he's playing the bass and singing. And what you see here is when he's playing the bass, he's in a stance that is very grounded. It's a very grounded stance. He's partially supporting his instrument, with the bass. His posture is good. He's relaxed. He drops the jaw, and he's very grounded in his stance. And if you watch him, that's the stance he's in when he's singing, and when he's playing the bass, he's a lot more fluid. He does, he bangs his head like all of us. Sometimes he's over the bass, but when he's singing, he's very straight and very um, grounded, very grounded in his posture, and very supported vocally. And I bring it up here because I keep forgetting to bring it up in the other videos with Marco singing. So now I brought it up, and I feel like I've done my job.
Poet tell the ancient gods, Christ to tell the never-ending story, prophecy of becoming floods. The lady brightest ride, so the incarnate shall be born, the creator of the night.
Damn. I mean, and Floor, of course. I mean, always when using from the ground up in that support, and just inhabiting the words and giving whatever it needs vocally.
Deep dark His Majesty's kingdom, pulling on the marrow's world. There's on the liquid, giving power. The red-eyed unborn blood. Vigilant race of the blood red water, the creator of infinite blue. Style to master this earth, Carvin on it.
Oh, just the mastery. Okay, we're gonna go back there because I want to listen to the way that Floor changes what she's doing, and it's not an increase in tension at all. Pardon me, T. It's not an increase in tension at all. It is, excuse me. It's just a mastery of her instrument. She's supported. She's bringing it in, even when it doesn't seem like what she's singing requires a huge amount of power. She's using the musculature through her legs, through the trunk of her body, all the way up, and she is manipulating her vocal folds to give the type of resonance. And when I talk about resonance, I also mean sort of that grit, to give it the resonance that it needs to carry the meaning of the words that she's singing. And she always inhabits the meaning of what she's singing, and that's what gives her such wonderful color and intentionality. But just notice how masterfully she does that. She stays in a grounded position, much like Marco, a grounded position, using the energy of the musculature and the frame to drive that support in a way that allows it all to come out and allows her to use her tool without straining.
The liquid giving power. The red-eyed unborn blood. Vigilant race of the blood red water, the creator of infinite blue. Style to master this earth, Carvin on it.
Wait, look at that. Oh, gorgeous. And fades it out.
I would die for the love of the mermaid. A seduction, beauty, and scorn. Welcome to the end of your life.
See how it's...
Disgraced with smart virginity. Death was spoken by wedding cries. All great new breed, the morning dew for you are the created of the image of God.
Listen to what she does here. Oh, just beautiful. And what Tuomas is going to do on that keyboard is just insane too.
Right now all rest is sweet. When we here in the day, I prayed for pleasure, wish for love, prayed for life for me. Who the hell are you for me?
Her.
Mortal dream to see. Leave me be, leave me be, leave me
this refrain underneath, which she's going to then pick up on. And then look at that, boom. And then we, my God, Kai. Look at that. You can't even see his fingers. Oh.
From cradle to coffin, shall my wickedness be your passion?
I mean, gorgeous and uplifting here. And you can see it on her face too. It's just this. Oh, so good. So good. It's, I mean, it's the whole package. I mean, all of it. It's always the whole package, but it just, I mean, I'm sure it's terribly entertaining to watch me be speechless, but damn, I mean, it's everything's there. I mean, Kai is insane on this thing. I mean, it's almost inconceivable. We've got Tuomas, you can't even in the video. I mean, at some points, it's not just the strobe, y'all. It's not just the strobe. You can't see his hands. I mean, they're a blur because he's just going so fast. And Empu, and of course, I mean, it is unfair. It is unfair and unreal to have that much talent on one stage. Just that level of that much talent on stage. It's it's next level stuff, y'all. It really is next level stuff. Okay, so if you like watching me gush, if you like what we do here on Inkstain channel, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button. Like the video if you like what we do here. You know what? It's a free world, y'all. If you don't like it, hit that thumbs down. That gives me valuable information too. I strive to provide value content for you, and that gives me information about how to move forward. Of course, I love interacting with everyone. This is a community. We're on this journey together through the dreamscape that is Nightwish, and the lyrics thereof, and the music, and all of it together. Love interacting with you. If you have suggestions, if there's something you'd like to see, please go ahead and comment below. I always learn from you guys, and I really appreciate that. But for now, please take care of your mind, body, and spirit. It's so important. Be kind to yourself. Find those moments to be kind to yourself and to others. Remember, words have power, so please choose them wisely. As always, this is Adam with the Inkstain channel, and I'll hope to catch you in the next video. Take care.